All right, Christian, we're in the heart of Missouri, which means it's winter one day and it's immediately summer the next, and It is hot.
It is hot.
What do you got for this month's episode of Bucks and Trucks?
Well, we're in the month of May, and so a lot of graduations going on right now. In fact, let's give a short shout out right now. You had a pretty big school thing for Sam here recently.
My fiance Sam, she's graduating from Missouri State with her doctorate in physical therapy. She just passed the boards, so she's about to start that new fun transition of adult life and as a physical therapist, and very proud of her for everything she's done. Keep up the good work, babes.
Congratulations, Sam.
Yeah.
Well done.
It was easier to marry a doctor than be one, so here we are.
Doctor? 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 Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
So.
Of course, now she's going to tell you all the time, Collin, you got to trust me. I'm a doctor. So, but really what I want to talk about is the power of collaboration and the fact of teamwork and how it plays into this. We just got back from our National Advisors Conference where we met as a complete group, and we got to talk with advisors from all over the United States, different planning scenarios, amazing ideas, new things they're encountering and using in their practices. And so we get to bring all those great ideas and different things we've brought to them, and we are building upon that.
If we're not constantly learning and innovating for our clients, we're doing them a disservice.
Absolutely.
And always as my rule of thumb was, if you're not learning and the day you think you know everything and there's nothing else to learn is the day you go down.
I had a professor in college, Dr. Jeff Kimball was his name, probably gave me the greatest advice when it comes to business. He said, Christian, your job in college is not to learn everything and be perfect at it. He goes, because by the time you learn it, it's probably out of date. Your job is to assimilate information, get a hold of it, digest it, and immediately use it as quickly as possible in a real world scenario, or change and extrapolate from it to make something better.
Best advice I had in college was, I was a business admin major, and I worked at Oakstar Bank with Jimmy Stilley, who is now the president of Oakstar Bank. And he said, Collin, pay attention in class and do your best, but you will not learn nearly as much as you will until you get into your career field. And he goes, instead of worrying about grades and studying all the time, take advantage of the memories you can make with your buddies and your friends all throughout college. He wasn't wrong, so I took his advice. I was a good student, but still, I definitely prioritize sometimes the friends before study. But thank you, Jimmy Stilley. You were spot on with that comment, but here we are.
We know a lot, and we obviously read and study and have some pretty high credentials behind our names. The reality is we have a whole team behind us as well that's making us better. We can't do it all by ourselves. We have to go and look for those innovative solutions where other people have paved the way for us, and so we can take advantage of their intelligence.
We can't let our personal bias or preference get in the way, because what may not work for us could be the perfect tool for another client, and that's at the end of the day, the focus is the client. What's going to let them have peace of mind and confidence as they live out in retirement. And if we don't at least explore these new ideas, we're not being a fiduciary for clients, plain and simple.
That's right. We have a whole research department behind us that is constantly researching different investments, researching private market and people to utilize for that, researching. So, we got Scott Duba, who is the smartest man you'll ever meet, and yet still very, very...
Duba.
Yeah, that's...
Kudos to our compliance team. They've always done a great job working with us. But then, they bring some spunk to the delivery.
They bring some spunk.
If we have a picture of Andy Woodard from the Prime event, we'll post it on here.
Oh, yeah.
A few questions here. How are you? What's your name? This is a fake microphone.
Yep.
or as he's now known, Ron Burgundy's long-lost brother. We go and we have lunch and learns with CPAs, experts in their field. People have proven that they are very skilled at that, and we try to learn from them. Hey, what's going on in your industry? What is coming down the pipes?
It just immediately gives you confidence because we can go into every meeting putting the client and their needs at the forefront before anything else. It's just, you don't get that, and the full transparency just makes our relationship with clients, our relationship with Prime Capital, 100 times better than anywhere else. And as soon as the advisor has confidence in the firm and the client understands how the process is, it's the best situation ever. And I wish every person could experience that. Well, guys, this wraps up this month's episode of Bucks and Trucks. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe these videos on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube.
Hey, if you'd like to collaborate on your finances and see if any of these creative solutions work for you, please feel free to reach out to either Collin and I. We'd love to sit down with you, review things, and see what innovative ways we can come up with you to make your finances go further. But as always,
keep on trucking.